Sandy Says Read, and welcome to the channel. This afternoon, we are going to do a back and forth video. Yes, we're going to look back at some blessings of 2024, and we're going to look forward at what we're going to do here bookish-wise in 2025. Yes, it'll be great. It'll be wonderful. You guys, what we need to do for the 2024 blessings is look at the blessings jar from 2024. We get that up there and try to get some of the glare off of it. You might remember that this time last year, I showed you guys this jar. I showed you the new label for the blessings jar of 2024. And I told you that if you were a subscriber to my newsletter, you received this label that you could print out from the newsletter. I did it again. So for 2025, if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, this label for 2025 is in the January 1 newsletter from Sandy Says Read. Yes. I did not get overly creative. I didn't change it. I just changed it to 2025 because, you guys, that's what I had time to do. Now, you know that my printer is totally dead and now gone. I've put it out in the garage so that I can take it to the recycling center. The printer is gone, so I can't print out a new one for myself. You guys out there can print out a new one for yourselves. If you got the newsletter, I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all technical, and I'm just going to change this to a 5. Let's make it kind of bigger and just very nice. There we go. So now my blessings jar has just been changed to 2025. See that? Yeah, that's the kind of professional establishment we got going on right here. Okay, so after I get all the goodies out of this jar from 2024, I can just put new goodies in throughout the year. You guys understand the concept, right? So what I have in here are just some random pieces of paper that show us good things that have happened. What is this? This is Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building up others according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. This must have been on one of the programs at church, and I must have liked it enough to put it in the blessings jar. There we go. We also have in the blessings jar, Bitter Fruit in Storms of the Brain, published June 14th. So see, these are the kinds of things that I put into the blessings jar throughout the year so that at the end of the year, I can go back and I can kind of review, okay, what were some of the cool things that happened? I was a speaker at the National Pavement Expo. I think that was at the end of January. Don't remember. So there's just little things like that were blessings. They were good things that, you know, as you go through the year, you might forget about little cool things that happen. And you guys, we shouldn't forget those things. We should remember that good stuff happened. Submitted 5 poems to an anthology on 1/6/24. Oh, you guys, I think that was the Petals of Haiku, because you were supposed to submit a certain number and then they would pick out some. I think I had 4 published in Petals of Haiku, but that is the anthology. Oh, I bet I put that blessing in here somewhere. That is the anthology that made it to like bestseller status in like a number of categories in different countries. So I can label myself an international best-selling poet because of that. And right here is the initial blessing, submitted 5 poems to an anthology on January 6th, 2024. Yay. Oh, you guys. Okay, so you are experiencing with me the wonderfulness. I will go through the rest of this jar on my own. You guys are not going to have to sit through me going through this entire jar. Okay, I'm not going to make you guys go through all of that with me. My blessings are not necessarily of great interest to you. So the Tostitos jar, I will go through on my own, and then it will, after that, become the 2025 jar. If you guys put together a 2024 blessings jar, please share with me in the comments below. Share with the community some of the cool blessings that maybe you forgot about that you would like to share with us. share that below, and put together your jar for 2025. You guys, it is a good, positive thing. Now, also going forward in 2025, here at the channel, we are going to do some fun bookish things. For example, I made a bingo card for myself. It's just a Bing card. There's no O. It's just the Bing. This is the Bing card. What I'm going to do throughout the coming year is I'm going to randomly select boxes off of the Bing card to do. I guess that's how I should say it. So, for example, a pre-1980s book. So at some point in 2025, I'm going to read a pre-1980s book. Shouldn't be difficult, right? A book by a fellow 7-Star Press author. So I'm going to read a book by a fellow 7-Star Press author. And in fact, I'm probably about to do that really, really soon because I just put a book by Carol Preflatish in my cart on Amazon earlier today. Anyway, that is the goal with the Bing card. So let me tell you what's on the Bing card. Because if you guys would like to follow along at home, you could do this too. So I have a pre-1980s book, a book by a fellow 7-Star Press author, a Christmas book. Yeah, you know we're going to do Christmas books again. Then I have a free space, Sandy Says Read, free space, a book in present tense. You know, that's not really my jam. I don't prefer books in present tense, so I'm going to read a book in present tense, a book with a 9 in the title, because I'm planning to do the clock reading challenge again. A book of the month book, a book of the month book. That should not be hard to do because I think I've got 2 or 3. I have at least 2 book of the month books here in the house right now. I'm skipping the January ones. And so my credit is going to roll over. We'll see if I like the titles happening in February better. A Tolkien book that's on the list, and that's going to be easy because I'm reading the Tolkien translation of Beowulf right now. I've got that I'm reading right this minute. A self-pubbed book, a book with a dragon on the cover, which I guess the Beowulf one would cover too. We'll talk about the dragons in just a second here. A book in first person point of view. Bleh. You know, I don't care for reading in first person, but I will force myself to do it. Getting out of the comfort zone, okay? Right. A book with dragon in the title. A book from an author I've never read before. A book with scary vampires. Jane Eyre. I should reread Jane Eyre. Here's a Jane Eyre right over here. And then, of course, there's the whole Bronte shelf with like lots of Jane Eyres happening. Yeah. So I'm going to reread Jane Eyre. A book with dragons in the story. So you might have noticed dragons being a theme on the Bing card. Okay. Yes, dragons are a theme for 2025. The year of the dragon ends. Oh gosh, I should have looked it up. It's ends near the end of January, near the end of this month. So I have until the end of January, near the end of January, to finish off the Year of the Dragon, the Chinese Year of the Dragon. We've got just a little bit more time. So I'm trying to finish reading that Beowulf translation from Tolkien, and I'm hoping to get another dragon book squeezed in there to bring to you guys for the Dragon Reading Challenge to just finish that all off. And then we can talk about the Year of the Dragon Reading Challenge books and do like a review and wrap up of that at the end of January. That is my goal. We'll see how it goes. But just because we're finishing up the Year of the Dragon Reading Challenge doesn't mean we're going to stop reading dragon books here at this channel. No. I love me some dragons, right? I am a dragon person. I love the dragon concept. I love the mythology. I love all the different ways that different authors interpret dragons. I'm not going to stop reading dragon books just because we get to the end of the Year of the Dragon. Okay. So we're doing more dragon things. Okay, what else? Oh, in 2025, I'm hoping to do some reading of fractured fairy tales. I've read a few over the years, and I enjoy seeing how, guys, you can hear the birds in the background. I'm sorry if they are coming through here on the microphone. I gave them treats. I tried to placate them before I got on camera. I'm so sorry, but there, can you hear that? That's not a cat. That's a bird. That's a bird who used to live with a cat. Okay, anyway, fractured fairy tales. I have read a few fractured fairy tales over the years, and I enjoy the way different authors interpret that theme of taking a fairy tale and just turning it on its head and doing something different. And I have a few fractured fairy tale books on my shelves that I haven't read before. I've not gotten to them. So I have a few TBR fairy tale books. So I put them on a list, and I'm going to bring you sort of my fractured fairy tales challenge, reading challenge. I'm going to make a challenge out of it and share it here on the channel and share it out there on BookTube and see who else wants to join in on the fractured fairy tales reading challenge. We'll set that up. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get that done during the month of January, setting it up during the month of January. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, is that enough for this back and forward video? Is that enough? We've looked at our blessings from 2024, and I encourage you guys to share yours in the comments below. Let's keep it positive and upbeat and happy around here. Okay, let's just keep that positive vibe going. Thumbs up for the positive vibes out of 2024. Thumbs up for positive vibes going into 2025. We are going to read all kinds of dragony good things, fractured fairy tales, stuff that takes me out of my comfort zone, all kinds of good stuff. You guys, I want to encourage you to not just subscribe, but click the bell notification icon so you know each time we do these fun, cool things here in 2025. Thank you so much for tuning in.